welcome to the party dungeon. This is Dungeon Party. As always, I'm your DM, Blake Peoples, and here is your cast. Should I change up that intro, or is that like fun? Do we have fun that it's the same time every time?
You should crack a whip.
And win.
I still want a theme song.
We should get a
That's
theme
your
song.
job. You're
Yeah, we have to make it though. That's the
Mr.
whole
Musical.
Okay.
I still have to do an acapella EP.
We should make a theme song. That'd be fun. 200 subscribers goal. If we get 200 subscribers, we'll make a fucking theme song.
I thought for a second you were announcing that we had 200 subscribers. I was like,
No.
what the fuck?
As of the recording with 109, so that's fun. Anyway, yeah, other announcements like that, such as how many subscribers we have currently, are gonna go to Future Blake. There you go, Future Blake. We have 119 subscribers. Thanks, Future Blake. Anybody else have any announcements to make?
You guys good?
If we do a theme song, we can do it in the voice of our characters. There's gonna be a big bit in the middle. We'll be like, "Take it away, Karasu!"
And it'll be a guitar solo.
I think he's more of a drummer.
He just opens his mouth and the whole sound of an orchestra comes out.
Whole drum kit.
So, in the acapella group, you're the beatboxer.
Oh,
Must be.
that makes sense.
I didn't know you guys had
Oh,
a
is that
history of
mine?
acapella.
Yeah. I guess I didn't want to get a hairless cat before, but it was brought up to my attention that we could title it the Goblin King, and now I'm a lot more into getting a hairless cat. So
Oh, I love that.
Is there gonna be a hairless cat in this house?
maybe.
Wait.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have any other announcements unless anybody else does. We can get right into it. All right. We'll get right into it.
Hit that bell icon. We've been really slacking on that.
Smash the like button, hit the bell for whatever it does.
And like us on Instagram.
Yeah, like us on Instagram.
Find us on LinkedIn.
That would be wild.
Dungeon Party Show is looking for a job.
Find us on GeoCities.
All right. So last time on Dungeon Party Show, whatever. The gang set off on their seafaring adventure. The first 2 or 3 days of their journey consisted primarily of learning the ropes, getting to know the crew, seeing literally the ropes in some people's cases, seeing the sights, having a great time. But on the 4th day, they were attacked by a pirate ship, which they destroyed. They literally destroyed immediately and without any hesitation. I think the only damage taken was when you failed to climb a ship.
Yep.
It was a ship of vampire pirates. They took care of it very easily with the help of their captain, the captain of their ship, Cetacea, who is a druid who turned into a giant octopus. And their friend Nelone Superbia, who was a Triton individual, who at the end of the combat went down to the shipwreck, theoretically where the shipwreck had sunk, to try to explore the ship, make sure none of the vampires survived. And that's literally right where we left off. As you guys were getting back and forth the ship. Oh, and Finn saw something suspicious.
It was It was the dude, right?
You saw a shark fin.
Yeah, he can turn into a shark. That's what all Tritons can do, I'm sure.
Sure. Get some less spooky music going.
Oh, announcement. Phoenix and I are not in a fight.
For what?
The fans might
Whoa.
think.
Why would they think that? That just sounds like you're in a
Because we're on different. Because we're not.
No!
Because we're not.
Good, I'm glad. Oh, because we're not sitting next to each
We're not
other.
next to each other. Good job, Chelsea. Way to set the tone.
I'll leave it. Announcement. I'm not single. Yet.
Okay. Yeah, so you've returned to the ship, you come back, you're handed some cloths to dry off with, those of you who are in the water, but the two of you, I think, stayed out of it, so.
Did you say clogs?
Cloths.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just give you some fucking cloths.
Okay.
Cetacea, as she climbs back aboard the ship, says, "That was incredible work. I'm actually surprised we took care of things that easily.
That was a pretty dang fun, if you ask me.
Glad you had some fun with that."
Well, they aren't all that easy, so don't get used to it.
That was so much
I
fun.
mean, we did just take out an entire ship full of vampires. I think we pride
Who knew
ourselves
that
a little.
vampires become useless in water?
Running water.
Does
Running-
the ocean count as running water?
I suppose so.
It's not really.
It's moving, I
These are
suppose.
just currents.
Yeah, it's currents and what. I think a lake doesn't. Or a bathtub.
What if you have enough people around the rim going around?
Yeah, you know, what if you
Oh,
just,
whirlpool.
what if you just
Yeah.
move the
Never tried
bath? What if
that.
you got the vampire in the bathtub and then you move the water around? Like,
Well, that's worth a shot.
I
feel
mean,
like.
would it?
Well, we can't rightly leave until Nalone returns, so we'll drop anchor here for a little bit. Rest up if you need to, but
I don't think.
I'll have Tristy prepare something real scrumptious as a celebration.
Should I join? I've been learning how to zest. Get something sharp on that lime, and it's a hell of a time.
Keep scurvy away.
I'd like to talk to Captain Cetacea.
Sure. Like in the group, or you want to pull her
Yeah,
away?
well,
She's the one talking to you right now. That wasn't
oh,
clear.
no, I'll pull her away.
Okay.
What kind of creatures besides pirate vampires are in these waters?
Well, I mean, I'm sure all sorts. We're not in too deep right now, so you're not going to get the big things like krakens or dragon turtles, hopefully. No, you don't want to run across a dragon turtle. All right. These are salt waters, so marrow, sophagine, potentially,
Yeah, all
sharks,
things.
fish, octopi.
Basically,
squid.
I think I saw some shark fin over where.
Not that surprising. There's certainly sharks around these waters. They like to come in to the shallow just in case. I'd imagine since the Bloody Fleet's been having their way with more or less any Carthian vessel that comes through, the sharks have a lot to eat. So
Yeah. Wait, where did I see the shark? Right where what was his name?
Nalone?
Nick.
Yeah. It wasn't right. The shark was sort of off in the distance a little bit. The fin disappeared as you noticed.
Okay.
It wasn't like swimming though. It was still.
Okay. Cool. Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yes, I mean, if you're interested in learning more about sea life, I'm sure there's people on the crew. Well, Nalone is probably the one you want to ask, so as soon as he gets back, you could probably talk to him.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, wait, no, he runs back. Thank you. And then he walks away.
A strange boy.
Okay.
Yeah, so what are the rest of you up to, I guess?
I
Turning off
assume
the
I've
stove.
been put back to work.
After...
Did you say turning off the stove?
Oh, good. Burn it down.
Only you.
Well, after you, hit on Helena and she tripped you, you haven't seen her.
Oh, uh-oh. That's not a good sign.
She's in your bedroom.
Yeah, because it's everyone's
Yeah,
picture.
'cause it's just one common area.
I'll be very enthusiastic. Fancy seeing you here.
Go
Sleep here, you
yeah,
idiot.
sleep here often. No, I think he's gonna go about his work he knows he's supposed to be doing.
Sure. Making sure all the knots are knotted and
Gotta
the
tie those
ropes are
knots.
roped.
I also realized we've had multiple times where I'm like, yeah, I cast Mage Hand, and start to do something with it, and Helena's like, no, don't do that. Can't see my Mage Hand.
She can see you cast though.
I guess.
Yeah, cool. You're, I assume, helping.
I'm
Christy.
zesting those limes, trying to make ship food a little more fancier.
Yeah, that's sort of a fish and chips thing going on. It's something real special.
Do you serve it on a piece of bark, like some hipster bullshit restaurant?
With truffle fries.
And would you be mad?
No.
What's the first mate up to?
She's just sort of walking around. She doesn't seem to know what to do because there's not much to do right now. So she's going around looking for people to yell at, but not really having anything to yell about.
I relax, tidy myself up a little bit. Yeah.
Yes, have called this impeachment.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I got a snapshot from my sister and I thought it was a picture.
I'm gonna just head back up to the crow's nest and
Alright, you go
chill
up there, and the person who's on duty is like, oh, cool, sweet. You're really into this. I appreciate that.
It's because he's a crow.
Yeah.
Leaves. Cool. Yeah, easy enough. Well, then the next few hours pass pretty much without anything of use happening. Food is served. People eat. Evening starts to come. Yeah.
How deep is this water? I'm just saying it's been a couple hours. You'd think swim down, do a quick look-sees, and swim back jumps.
He'd be back.
Well, you know, as the hours wear on, Cetacea, who was previously in her quarters, has come out, and she's sort of standing up near the helm, impatiently looking around, sort of nervously.
I have an idea.
Send a bird.
Well, no, but I could send a fish.
I was thinking of sending a fish too.
Oh, wow.
No, we had such good relations with fish.
What's the name? What did I name that giant seahorse?
Muriel? Was it Muriel?
Something with an M.
Yeah, it was.
Merida? No, wait. Brave.
Had the chance to change
your
your fate.
Would
you?
you? Well, I summon her, and I say,
Nay.
and
Nay,
she can
Colonel.
understand my directions. And I say, can you do a quick look-see by that wreckage to see if you can find our Triton friend?
How far away from you can she be, as per the spell?
As per the spell, find steed. That's why I wanted to know how deep it was. 1 mile. While your steed is within 1 mile, you can communicate it telepathically.
Yeah, that should be fine. You're not in too deep of waters. I think that's normal. I don't know sea depths very well, but
Fathoms.
Leagues.
yeah. I mean, with 20,000 leagues under the sea.
Fathoms
whole thing.
below.
That's a
Yeah.
book.
Yeah, but that's
Let's
not
see.
like near the coast.
That's-
No, that's like deep. Yeah, I know that. You're not there. We are like a day out from the coast either way, but regardless. Yeah, she goes. Cetacea at this point has come down. She says, I shouldn't have taken him this long. I don't know what's going on. I don't feel comfortable leaving my boat in bloody Fleet waters, but I mean, we can't leave without him. He may be a pain in the ass, but he's part of the crew, so. Was that an in-character smirk?
No,
Okay.
no. That was a really dumb thought flipped through my head real quick.
Can we say we short rested and
Yeah.
healed up a tad?
Totally.
Did you take damage?
I took 1 point from something.
I think we did short
Yeah.
rest because I have my spell slots back.
You might, I mean, yeah, this is plenty of time to short rest.
Okay.
No, it was the point of damage was because you searched a burning body.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
You mean used my resources?
We have a cutlass now.
That's true.
The party cutlass.
Just in case.
With the chart hand.
Just in case somebody gets a nat one on an attack, let's just toss them
I
out.
should have tried to steal
Got a
somebody's
cutlass?
hat.
I did
need a
not
new
write
hat.
that down.
Yeah, she's like, I mean, normally I just, turn into a fish and swim down there, but not really an option for me right now.
Anything
Did you
to
s-
report?
What do you mean we'll go? How would
If
we?
he's in trouble.
How would we go?
What's a
Breathe-
seahorse's intelligence, though?
Breathe water.
Well, the spell raises the intelligence so it can communicate with you.
What is it?
Like,
What is the intelligence?
it understands one language. It intelligence becomes 6, so it can communicate.
Okay. You get the seahorse has found the boat.
Can you do a search around to see if you can find?
Make a check for your seahorse.
Hey, 6 is just as smart as some PCs.
What?
A 6 intelligence is just as smart as some
Yeah.
PCs.
Dumb beatsies. Very dumb.
Scott rolled a 4.
Okay. Perception.
Investigation.
did
You want
right.
Investigation?
Yeah.
So that's intelligence.
So just roll and subtract 3.
6.
6. The boat's there. There's nothing moving in the boat that she can tell.
Okay. She doesn't
Fish.
see anything.
Send your fish.
I mean, I have.
I could send a few fish, or I could send some crabs, or some
Fish.
octopi.
Have any of you ever?
Some
I can
poisonous
cast
snakes.
water breathing on you if you want it.
Oh.
I have enough spell slots to put it on all of you.
For how long?
An hour else.
Yeah, do we know what spell slots are?
What's a spell?
I have enough magical potency.
Nice.
Got enough juice to cast it at once.
Got the magic juice.
Oh, but the range is only 30 feet.
when you originally cast it.
Yes. 24 hours. So you.
Oh, okay.
I'm sleeping
Under the
underwater.
sea.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
Can we like lead a rope down with
Yes,
us?
of course. Yeah, I wouldn't just send you down there blind. I'm ashamed for having done that for Nalone.
It is gonna be dark down there, isn't
It is.
I know light.
Does daylight work underwater?
I don't see why not.
it?
No
Probably.
reason why not.
Well, I can also.
Magical
see
light
the
should
dark.
work.
Oh, also dark vision, yes.
Yeah.
Do all of us have...
Also, I can see through any darkness, magical or mundane.
Is that? Oh, you took that.
Wow.
Hey, I'm very excited.
Okay.
It's new. One day I woke up and it was much less dark than normal.
Some days I
The
wake
sun
up.
was even more annoying.
True.
You're not getting accustomed. It's getting even
It's getting worse.
Yeah, but I don't think Nate can see.
I cast,
could take a
I cast
torch.
light on his sword.
No, it's
Sword.
Axe.
When have I ever had a sword?
Armor.
It's like you don't even know.
Snake's just glowing.
Does Crosshair have dark vision?
No.
having light come from your armor would be so unhelpful.
Yeah.
Only one concentration,
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
I don't.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Wasn't considering the group, were you?
Well, theoretically, if one of you is glowing,
Then the other one can see.
the other one can see.
Yeah, Finn.
So, are you fine with it? We could also just wait. I'm just worried.
Sure, let's head on down.
Did you cast it?
Not-
His leg is already on top.
Not yet. Wait up.
How is swimming in armor?
Am I gonna like
It's
grow
be-
kills?
Oh, I don't.
I wouldn't recommend wearing metal armor.
Never
Ha,
wear my
done.
with.
Well, I've got. What do I have on?
But I've got
Oh, I have the fancy armor.
3,000
That's leather,
gold
right?
weighing
Yeah,
me
just
down.
Lights.
Yeah, we
Yes,
do
you
have
might
this
want to
shit.
leave behind heavy things.
Anything we don't need. Oh, I don't have any.
Oh! This is my pet mouse. His name's Tobin. He's very sweet. Will you take care of him while we're down there?
Sure.
I just.
Yeah.
He like crawls up. Put your shirt on. He crawls up onto her shoulders. He's like, oh, he's a friendly little guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I'm just gonna be like, hold on. Buddy, it's gonna be fine, okay? I love you very much.
Finn, I'm surprised that mouse is still alive. It's very difficult to care for a pet. You've been doing admirably.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I should look up how
Being
long
Finn's
my
dad is
mice
kind
live.
of Nate's thing.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
just,
how much we taking off?
I'm
He's
just making
down to
comments.
It's cold still, so you don't want to be naked. It'll be very cold.
Well, literally everything I own is on my person right now, so. Oh, I probably shouldn't take this book.
Let's go.
Book might not survive.
Spell
the
book,
water,
yeah,
yes.
It's a magic book, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's still a book, right?
I guess so. I don't know.
Finn can cast daylight.
Right.
This
Okay.
is-
We'll be fine.
All right. Well,
Can you pull
I
up?
don't know what we'll need daylight for. We'll probably won't run into any vampires that will be.
Well, they all did just go down there.
Right, but they're dead or paralyzed or something. I don't know.
so you all have water breathing cast on you. What are you leaving behind? It's
Nothing.
important.
I'll take my dagger
Ugh.
and my armor.
Okay. Like you've taken off your armor.
Armor, and I'll leave my shield.
Cool.
Oh, apparently I also have a healing potion. Oh, I'll leave my pornography wherever my bed is.
I take off my vest, but I leave my undershirt on. The button down is still on.
I'm
Just a
assuming.
couple buttons unbuttoned.
Like I'm assuming my backpack is already at my bed.
Sure.
Yeah, my backpack. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave behind one dagger. Yeah. And I guess the money. I don't know.
Sure.
Should I leave behind the money?
You leave
I
anything?
don't want to get.
I'm gonna leave everything just but my longsword, one scimitar, and then my armor and stuff I'm gonna keep. But like money and my hand crossbow.
Oh, I guess I leave scrolls behind. Yeah.
That might be a good idea.
Scrolls and
Oh wait.
How
How heavy is the staff?
And the rope.
It's like a wooden two-handed staff.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not.
I mean, wood
Light.
floats.
Yeah.
Yeah, wood does float.
Would it get damaged though?
It's a magic item.
Probably
you'd
not.
Have, you'd have to be underwater for a long
Yeah.
time. For
All right.
You're keeping staff on you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Even if it was just regular wood.
Tall boy.
Okay. So you, I assume Nate leads the way. He seems excited about this. What's I would say marching order, but you're not exactly going to be marching. Who's going first?
Nate's first.
You're leading the way? Cool.
Yeah. With an AC of 11.
Wait, didn't you cast it on his armor though? That he just took off?
I cast it on your longsword.
Okay.
Hey, can we?
Your longsword glows a little bit already, anyway.
Cool.
So,
Hey, can we hear each other underwater?
Oh yeah. Can we talk?
as you try to talk, you.
And I start casting message to people. Can we? Do we have any way to communicate other than this? Does message still work?
Sounds like we can
It has a
communicate
verbal
through
com-
you.
You can still make verbal sounds.
Okay.
They just can't hear it.
Nate, what are you trying to tell people?
Well, I was trying to use military hand signals, but none of y'all wanted to learn
Nate's
it.
mad we don't know military. Nate's mad this takes like a minute.
Yeah. You do it as you continue to swim down. At a certain point, yeah, you get down below. Your seahorse friend sort of rides up to you. Sure. And you see that the boat has sunk to the bottom of the ocean. You're pretty far down, but you can tell that it gets quite a bit deeper a little ways off. It sort of like arches down. There's a little bit of a shelf here.
Is our speed still 30 feet?
I don't know how swimming speed works. I should have looked this up.
You
I
don't
know.
have a
it's-
swimming speed
it's
unless
half.
you have a swimming speed.
Yeah.
So 15.
Yeah.
Unless you have a swimming speed.
Unless you have a giant seahorse.
Oh well. Certain weapons have disadvantage.
Wait, then I'm gonna
Yeah,
hop on
throwing
with
weapons
you.
are
Throwing
out.
weapons.
Throwing weapons and
Most-
two-handed stuff with reach, I'd imagine, and heavy weapons.
What if it's a magic throwing weapon?
I mean, it's still a throwing weapon.
You can pull it up here.
My axe that I was one-handing in the beginning had it was like versatile, so I could do.
It's versatile. Yeah, that's not a heavy weapon.
Okay, so is my pickaxe still is also versatile?
Yeah,
That I
it's the
replaced
same
it
stats, effectively.
Okay.
You have a pickaxe strapped to your back.
Oh
in the
boy.
water?
So when making a melee weapon attack, a creature that does not have a swim speed has disadvantage on the attack roll unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident.
A dagger and a
Stabbing
short sword.
stuff isn't gonna, because swinging is not gonna happen.
A ranged weapon attack automatically misses if it's beyond the normal range. Even against a target within normal range has disadvantage unless it's a crossbow, a net, or a weapon is thrown like a javelin, including spear, trident, or dart.
If you're riding on a creature with a swimming speed, does that
No.
do you,
Because you still have to swing.
even if you're just like holding it out?
No, you got disadvantage on that.
Oh wait, so crossbows do work underwater?
They do, but
I
you
just
did leave
assumed.
yours
I
behind.
assumed it didn't say
Can we
left.
cast spells though? If
Not with
it's
somatic.
Vocal,
Yeah, actually, you know what? Probably not.
forget.
We can't cast vocal spells. I mean,
look
that
it
means
up.
I have one spell. I can
That's
put
gonna
to
be a
ask.
DM ruling. There's nothing in here saying that is
I'm gonna
the
say you
case,
can.
but
Oh, guys, sword burst is only vocal. I don't know.
The-
Too late.
yeah, there's no
different now.
somatic to.
I'm gonna say yes, You
'Cause your
can,
parents had a sword in it.
Okay.
Nice.
but yeah, yes you can. Fine, easy enough. It doesn't. I don't think the point of a vocal component of a spell is for the people you're casting on to hear you. It's that you make the incantation.
Okay.
Which, since you're able to breathe underwater, I'm gonna say you're able to do.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So you do see the ship sort of sunken in the distance. It's the back is split open, the bottom is screwed up, and a lot of it has like been charred because of the wall of fire that happened on it.
Spells is vocal.
So you,
Me too.
Oh no, mine
you see that there ship. What's the plan, Reno?
What, Finn?
Does anyone have locate object?
Locate object?
No, I could.
Locate object? I just cut the message off.
How far away from the ship are we?
I'd say you're probably 60 feet sort of up above it right now.
Okay,
Treading water.
never mind then.
You can get closer.
What a creative use of message.
What? What, Finn? Can I use message on you?
Try.
You not
Get that message.
He can't speak, but he can think words.
Oh, what does your mind voice sound like?
That's a great question.
Wait, Karasu, can I talk to you with this?
Yeah.
You guys all watch this movie. It just flails in the water. Like,
What does Crossy's mind voice sound like?
I don't know.
it'd be funny if you said it back in our voices.
Man, that's creepy.
Yeah, it'd be really creepy.
God, I didn't know this would come up ever. I guess just use the same voice I use as a catch-all for any time I have to talk. Yes. Anything else?
I cut off the communication. Dude, his looks shook. What were we doing?
Swimming down to the wreckage.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I could send in some crabs or fish or octopi or poisonous snakes, perhaps. I think they have a swim speed. Or
I mean, whatever works. If you're willing to. Yes.
She's fast, so I can scout ahead if you want.
Elril could possibly send in fish.
That's a good idea too.
This conversation's taking so long. This is like a 12 seconds just passed. Just send in the fish.
oh, but I see that Nate still has his his seahorse summoned.
I just
So
started going.
Cool.
perhaps
Swim
he should
speed
just
of
do
40.
that.
Swim speed of 40. Yeah, you get down into the ship. You see that there are, just automatically with your passive perception, you see that there are several charred and disintegrating vampiric corpses all around. They're just
Spooky.
you can make an investigation check if you want to get some more in depth, or you can call it ready.
18.
18. So as you sort of quickly swim through, but not so quick as to not be able to see anything, you see that this ship is more or less completely abandoned. The corpses are gone. There's no even undead life left in them. These have been destroyed. You see quite a bit of loot in the hold of the ship. Most of it is ruined, though, having been in the water. Because a lot of it was cloth goods, spices, a lot of things that you'd recognize as Carthian traders bringing to the mainland. Quite a few, actually, sort of swords and scimitars that remind you a little bit of Karasu's, but they're fairly rusted, like, already. It seems as though they've probably been in the hold for quite a while, as maybe vampires don't have a good fence to sell to. The thing that does sort of stick out to you is that there is a bottle sitting in the... There's a lot of, like, glass bottles that have been shattered or sort of burst with pressure. There's one that is fully intact, completely undamaged, and looks nice. Pick it up, yeah.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
Also, were the vampire pirates flying a flag?
I don't believe they were, no.
You described a flag.
I described the flag
It
as
was
a
like
wrecked
a-
ship.
Oh, it was the wrecked
Yeah.
ship. It
The
wasn't
vampire
the-
pirates weren't flying a flag.
Didn't they have a bloody or a black thing, or is that the wrecked ship?
The wrecked ship had a Jolly Roger, yeah.
Okay.
But this one didn't. And even if it did, you wouldn't have seen it from the darkness cone, probably.
Okay. Nothing in like the captain's quarters or anything.
Now you swim into the captain's quarters. With that investigation of 18, you do notice that the blood in here is a little diluted. It's well, not. There is some diluted blood in this water. Green blood. You also see that there is sort of a very makeshift trident stuck in the ground, which sort of has like shark teeth all around the tip of it.
I'm gonna grab that, sheathe my pickaxe so I don't have disadvantage on attacks.
Sure.
I'm just gonna pull up the trident.
Trident is, I have it right here. It's a 1d6 piercing. It's versatile for 1d8 if you want. Doesn't have reach for no reason though.
Oh.
I don't know why, but it doesn't. You can throw it as well if you want.
Were we talking about that the other day?
Yeah, we were. Weird that Tridents don't have reach. No sign of Nilone though.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just writing this down real quick.
Can I really quick up where I am just do a 360 with my scimitar?
Sure. Make your, I believe it's perception or insight.
Can it be either? I don't think I have it written. We'll just do perception.
Or, no, it totally was insight.
Okay.
It's like a heart thing.
Cool, that's better for me anyways.
Okay.
14.
14, yeah. No, I mean, other than your compatriots,
Mhm.
no sense of life. You
Okay.
catch something for a minute, but then you see a school of fish swim by.
That's what I was worried would happen.
Yeah. So you sort of circle back around.
What?
Do you know if tridents have green blood?
Can I nature check that? Or
Yeah, I'd call that a nature check. I guess.
Trident.
Medicine check.
oh, medicine?
Trident.
Where's our lore master
Did
when
I
we
say
need him?
trident?
Triton.
What is
Right.
medicine? Wisdom. Oh. 18 somehow.
Yeah. You don't know that from any like studies you've made, but you saw him bleed and
Okay.
certainly bled green blood.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
There's no body, but there's blood. There's no body, but there's blood. There's no body, but there's blood.
Hmm.
Hold on.
What is that?
So.
It's a very crudely crafted trident with the shark's teeth around the blades. The forks, I don't know. The prongs.
Cool.
So if I use so for
Nate, just tell me.
I can't do it until you cast it on me first.
so
1 second.
one of my meta magics is distance spell.
Sure.
If I have a spell that if I wanted to cast detect thoughts, and so that's a radius of 30 feet,
Sure.
could I use the distance spell to double that
I
radius?
think that's what
It just says range.
Does
I don't know if it.
the meta magic say it needs to be a target, like a?
You can spend 1 sorcery point to double the range of a spell.
I'm gonna say that's fine for this, yeah.
Cool. Then I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts to detect anybody besides us, and use a sorcery point to make it within. It's a 60-foot radius around me.
So honestly,
Right,
also-
yeah.
Yeah.
Has to tune us out.
I'm cold. My clothes are ruined.
For a moment, accidentally hears Karasu.
Wait, there's a voice I've never heard before.
Yeah, you detect the 4 of their thoughts and 60. Nothing else within 60 feet.
Okay. I believe it's up.
Yeah. Just raise your hand, Nate. What's up?
Only up for 1 minute.
Should we do
Yeah.
widen in circles around this shit?
Perimeter. That takes like 15 seconds to
Easy
do.
enough. Start sort of as a group. You sort of start making your rounds very slowly. Nate's got some speed on him, but the rest of you are just doggy paddling through.
Yes, Nate.
If anyone gets tired, they can we can switch.
Nate is offering to switch. Nate is offering to switch. Nate is offering to switch.
You make like 2 or 3 circles. It takes a while. You don't pick up any thoughts with your detect thoughts within that time.
I love this spell so much.
It's a good spell. It's just
Yeah, sometimes. Nope.
The detect spells can often go wrong.
yeah.
If there's
Nice.
nothing there.
Yeah, they can.
Cool.
Cool.
At this point, it's solidly nighttime. It's just judging by the time you went in, which was already sort of evening, sun setting. You've been down here for probably like an hour and a half already.
Well, I mean, if there's nothing here, I suppose should we head back up?
Is there.
What, Finn?
Is there was the blood going in a direction?
Was the
Any
blood?
clues?
Was the blood going in a direction?
It's just diffused in the room.
It was
right?
just sort of filling the room a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's
yeah.
filling
Just
the
the
room.
water
Sort
was
of filling the
slightly
room.
greener.
Yeah.
I mean, the room had like the walls were blown out in the back as well. Like it was, there were multiple points of entrance and exit. So.
Yeah.
Cool. You start heading up.
I'll say real quick, what's the color of the liquid in the potion bottle?
Sort of a dark brown.
Okay.
It looks like a thick ale, but a lot less viscous.
I have a lot of mysterious potions that I haven't tested yet, so I just color code them.
You could try taking a taste, try to identify them, but
I'll have a party with myself tonight.
maybe not underwater.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh
no! Yeah, so you make your way back up. Don't want to go too fast, and can't go too fast, so as not to get the bends. That'd be bad.
I
Mercedes?
feel like water breathing would.
Reduce the bends?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Because isn't the bend
It's
caused by
it's a
like
pressure
outside
thing.
pressure and inside pressure?
Yeah.
But if you're breathing water, you'd be regulated.
Pressure is equalized the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's how much I know.
But I want to get flexible.
Of
Well,
course.
it's air bubbles in your brain. That's all I know.
Oh,
that's
okay.
What the bends is.
Then that's different. Yeah, I thought it had to do with your
It's
lungs.
probably no air bubble. It's probably, yeah.
When we get up to the surface, do we choke on air?
You can breathe both air and water.
Okay.
Yeah. So you sort of follow the line that you've been given back up. Though as you get almost to the top, as you're pulling a line, it comes loose.
I do it like that.
Gonna mage hand it and tie it. See if I can tie it to something.
Well, like you're still quite.
Oh,
a
we're
ways
still a
below,
ways down?
yeah. I'd say you're 60 feet below the bottom of the boat. You can see the bottom of the boat, and the rope just comes down.
Ooh.
Well, I'm gonna grab it.
no!
and still
No!
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's hurry.
Raise it back up towards the boat as we go up.
You see that the end has been cut, not untied.
That's not good.
Let's hurry to the surface.
You come up to the surface, and as you break water, you can hear the sounds of fighting. You hear people yelling. You hear swords clanging. Some strange guttural speech being screamed. And as you come to the surface as well, Finn, you notice once again coming directly at you a shark fin from like I'd say 100 feet away from you, coming towards the boat at you guys. Everybody roll initiative. Oh, this is gonna be a difficult fucking combat to deal with. We're gonna come back
Nice.
now. Cool.
Shark thing! Shark
Oh,
thing!
thank you. I forgot about the shark.
Fuck!
Cool. And
Misty.
I'm just
I don't have
pointing
Misty
at
step
it.
yet, so I can't get up.
Oof.
That's next. That's
Can that happen before initiative?
Okay. Let's get initiative starting with Finn.
7.
Cool. Nate.
12.
It's nice knowing you all.
Dubious.
8.
Oh God. Elril.
7.
Oh my. Karasu.
23.
There we go.
That's a boy!
Krasu's always ready.
Oh. We're good. We're good.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
I
I was worried for a second.
No, we're fine. I just remembered.
Okay. Sure enough, Karasu, you're up first.
Nice.
I'm gonna climb the hull.
Okay, make an athletics check.
18.
18, yeah, easy enough. You climb your way on up, mount over this, and you are met with a little bit of a horrifying sight.
Ha!
That's Herky.
Oh, okay.
Herky, no!
If Herky dies, I'm playing Dungeon Party.
If Herky dies, Blake dies in real life. That's how it works.
Was the only one nerfed by going into me?
Nerfed?
That's a lot of fish.
Men, fishmen, come on.
I
Cool.
died last time I saw these minis.
What?
I died last time I saw these minis.
You did, that's true. any OG Dungeon Party fans might recognize these minis. You see a bunch of fishmen wielding sort of horrifying, rough-hewn tridents that seem slightly familiar. Are on the ship. There's a
Awkward.
huge one with many arms accosting Herky. Herky seems to be holding his own, sort of ducking out of the way of all the attacks. Not attacking back, but just trying to fend them off. There are 2 dead crew members right here. This one is trying to unhinge the cannon. And these 2 seem to be holding stabs rather than tridents and sort of surveying the whole situation. This one is coming up from below decks where you can hear the sound of more fighting. All of the crew that are up here, none of whom you really recognize, they're all dead.
Yikes.
Cool. So that would be, I'm gonna call that your movement to get up on
Feeling
the
real
thing.
bad for not taking a Revivify. Feeling real bad for not taking a Revivify.
Well, it's only like 3 or 4 people up here.
Ah, okay, that's fine. We don't need it.
Only 3 or 4 are dead. Yeah. So you still have action, bonus action if you want it. This one notices you climb up over the side. The rest of them seem to be preoccupied with their business.
Really wishing I brought that flag with me.
That's. Where did you leave your stuff?
Just my bunk.
Yeah. So below deck.
I guess I'm gonna use my. No, that's not gonna give me any useful information. Never mind. I guess I'll just. I don't really know. There's nothing I can really do, so I'm done.
Okay. You see the shark fin get closer to you guys. That's that one's turn. Okay, this one is going to make an attack on Herky. So you have Herky stats?
I do.
He's going to be going on your initiative. I figure that's just
Okay.
what we do. So it's going to...
AC 20.
Cool. He's going to try to make a bite attack first. Horribly miss. He's going to try to swing with his trident, and that is a natural 20.
Oh!
But he's only using one hand, so...
I was worried until I saw
14
Herky's.
points of piercing damage to Herky.
13.
14.
Oh.
And then he's going to make a claw attack, which is a 17 to hit. So that one gets Herky like right in the center of his sort of head area. I guess his body / head area. He sort of reels backwards and like falls to the ground under this swipe.
Herky.
The thing is gonna sort of yell something in a strange guttural language. That's its turn. At this point, this one is going to sort of call out and point at Karasu.
Glug, 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 glug. Just pee sounds.
He is then. So most of them seem to be now sort of aware that you are there. It is going to point its staff in your direction, and you're going to feel as sort of water from the deck sort of forms into this weird sticky web-like mass all around you. So you are now in difficult terrain. Yeah, as there are sort of just webs made of water sort of on the ground all around you. The other one is going to turn towards you as well, and it is going to cast Chromatic Orb at you.
Oh, we got a fancy guy over here, I see.
It's going to throw some sort of an acid-flavored orb at you in your direction.
Spicy.
Yeah. Ooh, that is a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You're going to take 9 points of acid damage as it splashes onto you. Those are their turns. Nate!
Nate's gonna free action say, you have a way to get up?
I've got a plan. Yeah.
You can take up Finn?
Yep.
Okay, I order my
Shark!
I order my seahorse to start charging the shark.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're on a seahorse.
Yeah.
What's the movement on that?
Well, I'm not on the seahorse.
Is seahorse medium or large?
It is large.
Ooh.
What? You don't have a seahorse mini?
It got all the way there.
What's its speed?
It's 40.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it will do a charge attack.
Okay.
Then, which is, let's see,
It's not just a normal shark. This is a giant. This is a huge. Well, I mean, it's huge. I guess
Okay,
that's
so
too small of a mini, but
16.
it's a giant shark. 16 hits. Yeah.
Okay, so it needs to make a strength saving throw.
That's a natural 20.
Then it's fine. It's not gonna be prone.
You're not?
How can you be prone in the water?
Can.
But like, this is an underwater seahorse, and
Is it
can knock
immune to
people
being prone?
It's not. I don't know how you go prone underwater.
Prone underwater would be you start to
Floundering.
sink.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, you can knock things that have a fly speed prone, but water's
And they
different.
fall.
Water's different.
Water's-
Either way,
I didn't
it's
think
not.
you would be, but this underwater creature has the ability to knock
Yeah.
people
I
prone.
mean,
Yeah, no.
I would imagine when you're swimming, you're in a certain position. I would imagine you get knocked out of that position.
Yeah, I guess like sort of floundering off
Yeah,
your
into
stroke.
like a not helpful.
Yeah, but sharks. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, what does prone give you? Like, people have advantage,
Advantage on
and then
melee
it
attacks.
takes
Half
half of your
movement
movement
to stand
speed to, like, yeah.
14 bludgeoning.
Cool.
And I'm gonna start climbing.
Okay. Is it a bonus action to command your steed or an action?
I believe it's a bonus action.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I will leave that. Start climbing. Make an athletics check. This is your movement anyway.
Well, look at
Yeah. 16.
16, yeah, 16 will be enough. There's enough sort of jagged edges on this thing that you make your way up, and you land in some sticky substance.
Love that.
I'm gonna need don't create a spell, thank you. I am going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Plus 4, plus 5. So that's 17.
17, you are fine. You feel as though you might stick to this stuff, but you don't. You're good.
Okay, and that was all my movement.
Yeah.
Bonus action was that. Do I still have an action?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw my trident at guy attacking Herky.
Okay, make an attack roll.
And that would be dex, right? For throwing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do strength, I believe, because it's not a finesse thing, so you can strength with this. It's the same as a javelin.
18.
18 will hit. Yep.
Okay.
It seems to be wearing some like armor made out of scales and chitin. I never pronounce that.
Chitin.
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 Kitten.
Chitten.
6.
6 points of damage. Ouch. Yeah, the trident sort of sticks in its side, and it's terribly happy about that. And it whirls to look at you, though it's sort of starting to look over in your direction already. Anything else from you, Nate?
Well, I have a question because I undressed and stuff on the deck. Would that have been brought down to my place, or would that
Probably
be on
would've,
the?
yeah.
Okay, that's just what I want to know.
It also takes like a full minute to get.
Well, if I could have grabbed my shield, that would have been something, but
No. Cool. At this point, it's the little guy's turn, and they're gonna start running over towards you. This one's gonna come attack Nate.
Does the rough terrain not affect them?
It doesn't seem to affect them now. Plus, I think it's sort of a
Pietchias.
here-ish. I should draw that. This is the weapon. That one's running over to attack Nate.
I'm struggling to open
30.
this. I'm trying to do it away from the mic.
30.
Shh, don't listen.
Just gonna put it right here.
So they attack her.
ASMR
Cool.
package opening.
So, one attack on Nate from a sort of like the javelin spear thing.
Turn the log at crumbs.
That's gonna be an 18 to hit.
yeah,
Alright.
my AC is 11 right now.
So that's 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then it's gonna try to bite you. And that's a natural 1. So it,
Can't do it.
I'm gonna say it
Bites its
trips a little bit, goes into the webbing. We'll say it does affect him. And becomes restrained by the webbing. Cool. Fuck it, we'll call it prone.